Well, my dear students, today I am going to discuss India size and location. India and her civilization is one of the oldest civilization of the world. Other civilizations that occurred along with Indian civilization were Egyptian civilization, Mesopotamian civilization, Chinese civilization. All these four civilizations developed in the river valleys of the Nile in Egypt, Euphrates in Iraq, Indus in India, and Yangtze Sikiang in China, respectively. India has made tremendous progress in the field of agriculture, industry, science and technology, and other economic development during the last 70 years after independence. Now, size and location of India. India is a vast country. It extends from 6 degree to 37 degree north latitudes and 68 degree to 97 degree east longitudes. Latitudes are imaginary lines that runs parallel to the equator. The advantages of equator and longitudes is it determines the location of a place on the globe, and it also determines the climatic condition of a country, continent, or the world. There are 180 latitudes on the globe. 0 degree is the latitude of equator. 90 latitudes are north of the equator, and India lies in this region, and so India lies in the northern hemisphere because India is located north of the equator. And there are 90 latitudes south of the equator, and that region is known as southern hemisphere. India's longitudinal extent is from 68 to 97. 68 longitude is in Gujarat, Porbandar, and 97 is the longitude of Arunachal Pradesh. India is a vast country. India's total geographical area is 3.28 million square kilometer. That is 2.4% of the total world's geographical area. India is the 7th largest country in the world in terms of area after USSR, that is Russia, Canada, USA, China, Brazil, and Australia. Longitudes determine the timetable of a country or a continent. The timetable of the world is determined by 0 degree longitude, which runs through Greenwich in England, and India's time is taken from 82 degree 30 longitude that passes through Mirzapur in UP. India's IST is 5 hours and 30 minutes ahead of the GMT. India and the world. India is centrally in the world, and so since ancient times all the trade and commerce were conducted through land routes that was known as Silk routes. But after 1498, when Vasco da Gama discovered India and found a sea route to India, then India and the Indian Ocean became the hub of international trade and commerce. Indian Ocean is named after India because in Indian Ocean region, India is a preeminent country and it has the longest coastline in the world. In this region, India's land frontier is about 15,000 kilometers and maritime coastline is of 7,500 kilometers long. India's peninsular shape, which protrudes into the Indian Ocean, makes India strategically very important because it provides India numerous seaports through which international trade is conducted. India used to send cotton textiles, spices, muslin, metalware, pottery to rest of the world, and in return got precious metals like gold and silver, and that's why India was known as a bird of gold then. And so all the imperial power at that time vied with one another to capture India for booty. India a neighboring country. India, first of all, I want to discuss, India is called a subcontinent. India lies in the Asian continent. Despite of this, India is separated from rest of Asia by the loftiest mountain system, the Himalayas, and is bounded by vast water bodies in the form of the Indian Ocean, and the peninsular shape of India protrudes into the Indian Ocean and it divides Indian Ocean into two parts. The western part is known as Arabian Sea and the eastern part is known as the Bay of Bengal. India's extent is, latitudinal extent is from 6 degree to 37 degree, that is from Indira Point in the Andaman and Nicobar Islands to Indira Col in the Himalayas. But the latitudinal extent of mainland India is from 8 degree to 37 degree. 8 degree is the latitude of Kanyakumari and 37 is the Indira Col in the Himalayas. So India is a vast country, developing country. India's neighbors and India is called a subcontinent because despite of a part of Asia, India has its own physical features, its own climatic conditions, its own natural vegetation, flora and fauna, its own religion, languages, dialects, etc. And therefore, India is called a subcontinent. India's immediate neighbors are Pakistan and Afghanistan in the west, Tibet and Bhutan in the north, Bangladesh and Myanmar in the east, and Sri Lanka and Maldives in the west. The Sri Lankan island nation is separated from India by Pak Strait and Gulf of Mannar. This chapter is over now. Thank you.